Give me a few minutes and I'll show you a clean, rules-based way to trade objective trendline breaks without messy drawing or second guessing. We'll use pivot trend lines with breaks to auto-plot lines and mark the exact break, a 200-period smoothed moving average to keep us aligned with the dominant trend, and classic volume with a moving average to confirm participation so we are not chasing thin moves. I'm demonstrating on standard chart on 1-hour time frame, but these rules work on any liquid market and any time frame. Risk to reward is fixed at 1 to 1.5, so results are easy to compare. I'll add the tools, lock the settings, run the long checklist with an example, then the short checklist with an example, and wrap with a fast recap you can copy step by step. While you're watching this, Supernova AI bot is already trading, managing risk, and generating passive profit 24/5 on full autopilot. No experience needed, Myfxbook-verified, up to 15% monthly returns. Don't fall behind. Get Supernova now. Link in the description. Okay, back to the chart. Add indicators. Open indicators on TradingView. Add Pivot Trend Lines with Breaks by HoanGhetti. Add Smoothed Moving Average, built-in under Technicals. Add Volume, built-in under Technicals. Indicator settings. Pivot Trend Lines with Breaks, HoanGhetti. Open settings. Inputs. Pivot length controls how many bars define a pivot. Shorter is more responsive, longer is cleaner. Set pivot type to normal for TradingView's standard pivots. The fast option uses a custom pivot for quicker reversal tracking. For this strategy, we stay on normal. If you want closed bar confirmation only, turn off repainting so signals print after the bar closes. Style. Leave the default color logic. Bearish trend lines are green, bullish trend lines are red, because it pairs with the break labels. Reading rule. When a red bullish trend line breaks to the downside and a candle closes below it, the bar is labeled BR for break, potential short. When a green bearish trend line breaks to the upside and a candle closes above it, BR marks a potential long. Think simple. Green line breaks upward, you buy. Red line breaks downward, you sell. Smoothed moving average. Double-click. Inputs. Length 200. Style. Set color to yellow and thicken so it stands out. Reading rule. Price above the 200 smoothed MA equals bullish regime. Price below equals bearish regime. Volume. Move it to a new pane. 3 dots. Move to new pane below. Open settings. Inputs. Set volume MA length to 9. Style. Enable volume MA. Set the line to white. Reading rule. Only trade when the current volume bar closes above its white average. Below the average means stand aside. Execution rules for all trades. Act on closed candles and execute on the next candle open. Place the stop beyond recent structure, below the most recent meaningful swing low for longs, above the most recent meaningful swing high for shorts. Take profit is always 1.5 times the initial risk. If any filter is missing at the close, skip it, no debate. Long setup checklist. First, regime. Price is trading above the yellow 200 smoothed MA. Buyers control the bigger picture. Second, structure. A green bearish trend line is active and price breaks and closes above it. The bar is labeled BR. That tells you the short-term bearish leg likely ended and continuation up is in play. Third, participation. On that same BR bar, the volume bar closes above the white volume MA. When all three are true at candle close, buy the next open, tuck the stop under the pullback swing low, and set take profit at 1 to 1.5. Long example. Price rides above the 200 smoothed MA, pulls back, and a clean green bearish trend line forms over the micro lower highs. A push takes price through that green line and the candle closes above it with a BR label. Volume on that bar is above its white moving average, confirming participation. All boxes checked on the close, so we enter long on the next open, stop beneath the obvious pullback pivot, not a tiny wick, and target 1.5 times risk. Typical path: a brief retest toward the broken line, then continuation in the direction of the dominant trend. Short setup checklist. First, regime. Price is trading below the yellow 200 smoothed MA. Sellers control the bigger picture. Second, structure. A red bullish trend line is active and price breaks and closes below it. The bar is labeled BR. That signals the short-term bullish leg likely ended and continuation down is in play. Third, participation. On that same BR bar, the volume bar closes above the white volume MA. When all three align at the close, sell the next open, park the stop above the bounce swing high, and target 1 to 1.5. Short example. Bias is down with price trending beneath the 200 smoothed MA. A counter-trend bounce prints a red bullish trend line under the swing lows. Sellers step in, price closes below the red line, and the BR label marks the break. Volume closes above its average, so participation is there. We sell next open, stop above the bounce pivot, and aim for 1.5 times risk. Two common paths: a steady slide back into trend structure, or a snap that knocks out the stop. Both are part of the profile. The edge is from taking only regime-aligned breaks with confirmed volume and keeping risk per trade fixed. Tips and finer points. If you want fewer signals, increase pivot length. If you want earlier flags, decrease it, or test the fast pivot type on replay data. If you trade very fast charts, disable repainting so the BR only prints on closed bars. Avoid breaks that occur directly into major session opens without volume confirmation. If the volume bar is below its MA at the break, wait for the next qualified sequence. Final recap. Direction from the 200 smoothed MA. Trigger from pivot. Trend lines: BR, breaks, green bearish line breaking up for longs, red bullish line breaking down for shorts. Participation from: volume closing above its moving average on the signal bar. Execute only on closed bar confirmation. Enter next open, stop beyond structure, target 1 to 1.5. If any box is unchecked, no trade. Trade the plan, not the impulse, and let the next 50 to 100 trades show the edge.